Get up, get up, get up. They on the scene. Get up, get up, get up, get up. They on the scene. Get up, get up.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go!
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen. State said one story, my brand tells another. This is Jackson State. This is family. This is the KC 1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team.
Support our NIL collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.kc1400collective.com. Be our love. Go Tigers.
AD has approved KC 1400 Collective. Everybody want to hear me say that? This is what it's all about. They're around. They are supporting. The money is going directly to our student athletes. They're signing deals. They have contracts. Let's do it. I mean, without this collective, we won't be successful. We won't be able to sustain our student athletes. I mean, 1400 Collective have done a really, really good job of keeping a lot of our athletes here. You know, if you saw them sign a lot of our athletes, but we got to do our part. So I know after the day, we're going to click that 1400 Collective. We're going to give one of those tiers, and we're going to make sure that we give to this collective so we can continue to give to our student athletes and support them and give them what I need. And I want to thank you all, Ken, TD, D-Core, C,
T-Dub.
Yeah, T-Dub, everyone that created and helped create it. I know I'm missing some names, putting this together.
And he has brought a championship, and we see more coaches and administrators with the JSU Athletics Department, members of the 1400 Collective as well, and Tiger Talk TV. Those guys are doing a lot because, hey, we're in the NIL era, as we know, so they are doing their best to keep JSU at the forefront of that and keep JSU competitive in that realm.
And this is what it is, guys. If you're a diehard alum of a particular school, you tell your story. Don't allow someone else from the outside to tell your story. Even if it means sometimes you have to be somewhat critical or you provide a perspective. Look, my school is wrong in this particular instance. This is how we clean it up. But unfortunately, sometimes, okay, Tiger Talk, there you go.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? What's up, peeps? What's up, fellas?
What up? What up? What up? What
Gentlemen,
up?
how's it going?
Good, man. How y'all doing? Haven't seen you guys in a minute.
Oh man, you know what it is, man. How
Yep.
y'all been, man?
Man,
Good, man. It's a
I'm great,
good
man.
feeling.
Good.
Feeling.
Great day to be a Tiger.
Always.
Yeah.
What's up,
Yeah.
chat? Who we got in the chat, man? Y'all check in with us. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. It helps with the algorithm. Hit that like button. Let us know who's hanging out with us on this Friday night. I know y'all used to KC 1400. Those brothers needed a break, man. They work hard. We work hard too. But they really put in that work. So we gave them the night. I gave them the night off.
Look, but
yeah.
he with us in spirit. He with us in spirit.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Who we got? Talk to me. Who's in the chat?
Man, yeah, Ken and TD, those dudes, they work their tails off, man. So, you know, they deserve this bye week as much as the players do.
For real. I think we all deserve this bye week, man. Especially after last week, bro.
Man,
we needed this.
I'm telling you, bro. Homecoming shouldn't be that dramatic, man. Yeah, we need.
But it was though.
Yeah. I ain't saying we got to get Lincoln on the phone, but God, dog, you know,
Man.
we can get some kind of D2 up in here.
Doctor set it off. What up, boy? Man, man. That was a bit much.
I'm still trying to catch my breath.
We got Hazelhurst in the building. You know, Hazelhurst gonna always show up. What up, Tony?
Nice.
Hazelhurst, yep. How y'all do tonight? Y'all had a game tonight?
This man watching from a high school football game. That's dedication.
For sure.
You know, this it'll always be on the internet, man. You know, you can watch it later. You do know that, right, Carl?
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, we like those live views.
Yeah, for sure. Man, make sure y'all hit that. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like. Oh, for sure, man. For sure. Always.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody is kind of, you know, caught their breath and hydrated and recovered from homecoming. Because those one for the record books right there.
Yeah, man.
Look, we were having no other kind of way, bro.
Yeah.
What y'all got up for the bye week, man? What y'all doing? Are y'all gonna watch some football? Y'all gonna take the day off? Might go to the beach? What you got up, man?
Man, I ain't doing nothing. Nothing.
So listen, when Jackson State is not playing, do y'all watch the other SWAC schools? Do y'all watch some?
It depends on the matchup.
Y'all watch some FBS football?
I might, yeah. I definitely watch some FBS football. Like I don't have like a. See, most people have like a secondary. Like if you go to an HBCU, you have your college team, then you got your secondary team, whether it's, you know, Michigan, Alabama, or Florida or something like that. I don't really have a secondary team like that. You know, coming up Mississippi, the Big Three, it was like, you know, I mean, they didn't give us nothing to really cheer for. So I just grew up Jackson State fan. So I don't really have a secondary, you know, team. So I just watch whoever.
I don't think it's just you know, Mike. I think that's Jackson State fans across the board. Like for the most part, we don't root for other schools.
Look, I mean, I got
especially the Alabama SWAC schools. They love some Alabama.
Oh yeah,
they love that. Now, granted, Alabama has done better than Ole Miss and Mississippi State, so they had a reason, you know, obviously to cheer for them. But that's just not in our DNA at Jackson State. It's Jackson State. Then we go to our pro team after that.
Yeah,
you know, keeping it real with y'all, I haven't watched a lot of.
We appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. I haven't watched a lot of FBS football, bro. I haven't watched a lot of at all, man.
At all, man. At all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't no interest in me watching it.
No interest, man. No interest. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, I don't think I've sat through like an entire FBS game and watched it from, you know, kickoff to the final seconds at all this year.
The championship game last season? National championship?
Well, this year. No, this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying was that the last one? Okay, I'm asking was that the last one?
Yeah, probably so. Yeah, probably so. Otherwise, like on Saturdays, I just channel surf.
What up, Q? We got Hazelhurst in the building, man. Yeah, I'm the same, man. It's really JSU. Then obviously I'll watch the rest of the swag. I'll check out some MEAC games, but tomorrow I won't be doing much. I won't be watching much football at all, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got some yard work I need to do. I got a weed and feed. Yeah, the Big Three Mississippi. Yeah, they you know, growing up, they never really gave us anything to be excited about. Yeah, I feel that. My nerves trying to settle down too, man. I rewatched it.
T73.
I got mad all over again.
Man, I think I rewatched this game more than any game.
Look, I think I've watched this game probably like 20 times already.
Yeah, I watched this one over and over for some reason.
Easy.
Yeah.
You know, and every time I watch it, I get more infuriating with the
officials. Yeah, with the officials,
Yeah,
they almost
man.
took them.
I get more infuriating.
But see, like I told you in the chat, man, as frustrating as it is rewatching the game and seeing all the missed calls. Imagine had we not made that last play at the end of the game and we had lost. Imagine watching that game with a loss and seeing all the missed calls.
That would have been brutal.
That would have been brutal.
Yep.
Yeah. They would have. We would definitely have been robbed of an opportunity. And I still think we were kind of robbed in a sense. We were good enough to overcome it.
But that's what good teams do, man. Good teams
find a way.
Yeah, good teams find a way. They find a way to win.
Yeah. So that's good. Great coaching. By Coach TC, building the culture around the team that we don't settle. We don't lose. We find a way to win.
It was the poise for me though. It was the poise. I'm right there on the sideline right next to him. I know you can sense it through the television, but being on the sideline, like nobody panicked. It was just, what it reminded me of? Now we lost this game, the 61-58 game to Alabama State back with Kent. Now the only difference is we lost, but I'm saying when we had that ball at the end on the sideline, like Kent was like, "Oh, we got it." Like they giving us the ball back. Oh, we about to march down the field and score. Right. So you never saw any panic. You never saw any poise. Like they knew they were gonna go down and score. And like really, I've heard some people saying we scored too soon. Like when Jacoby threw the pass, remember? Yeah. They were saying, well, we should have run it a couple more times because we could have still got that. We could have got that pass anytime, but we left them some more time on the clock. So they're saying we should have ran out a little clock because we knew we were gonna score anyway.
That pass was always there, but again, you go back to the penalty. That kind of gave them better field position, which helped them drive it, a little bit further into the red zone. And you look at the reason we got that penalty, and it's like, what are the refs doing? You standing right there seeing this stuff, And in Montgomery, I expected in Montgomery, but in Jackson,
not in Jackson.
You always say that.
You don't expect that in Jackson.
No, but
can you imagine how TC and the staff felt? Watching all of them calls not go their way, and just watching some of the blatant, like, unsportsmanlike stuff that Bama State was doing throughout the game, and then to come to the end of the game, them still have an opportunity to win it. Man, yeah. That was hard. That was tough, man.
Yeah. So let's get to it. Let's talk about the season. Let's just go back. We actually at the midway point. If you look at it, this is really the bye week came at a perfect time before we just obviously go down the stretch. But at the midway point, so let's get your thoughts on the first half of the season. Not just the Alabama State game, just overall. Are you where you thought we would be? Or are we ahead of where you thought we would be? Or are we not where you thought we would be at this point? Record-wise, I know we got to be where you thought we would be, but I mean, just watch from the eye test as well.
From the eye test, I would say yes. Yeah, we're exactly where I thought we would be. Now, the path we took to get there, I really didn't expect that, and that frustrated a lot of fans and infuriated a lot of fans. We kind of got off to a slow start offensively, for whatever reason. But ultimately, I knew at some point we would gel, we would get into midseason form, and I think it's here. I think you're seeing it. And this Alabama State game was kind of that turning point for us. Like I remember last year. The Bethune-Cookman game I went to, and remember, Irv Mulligan ran the touchdown, and we got that penalty. And from there, it's like our season kind of turned, and we just at that point we just kind of dialed in from that point. And I think the Alabama State game was kind of like that catalyst that we needed to get us to where we're going, and we're not looking back from here. And I think it's we probably won't see, and not to say this in an arrogant manner, but we probably won't see it in competition until the Celebration Bowl, if then.
Hey, look, I think we can all relate to this. I think we can all relate to this watching the game from a wedding or Disney World or somewhere like that, right?
Big Air Center. Yeah. Where were you when the Alabama State game took place?
At a wedding. Now, I've actually watched the game from the reception of it. I was the best man at my cousin's wedding.
Yeah.
In Tennessee
I'm
State
talking to the Aristotle here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Man, No, you know I was. I was at Disney.
Oh, okay, yeah, he was. This man right here.
This man is the happiest place on earth.
Man, wanting play by play though. The frustrating thing
me.
about it was he's wanting play by play through the text, the group text.
Look,
Like,
I called Mike up, and it was like,
that's the first thing. Why you calling people during the game, man?
Look, man,
like you answer the phone, Mike.
That's the only way, man. That's the only way.
Hey,
y'all know not to call me during the game.
No cap. That's the only dude I answer the phone for.
I can't do it. He used to call me, but I stopped answering. Well, I never answered.
Look, I know you weren't gonna answer. That's why I was like, he on the sideline. He ain't gonna answer.
I could be in front of the TV. I'm not answering.
Man, look,
catch me at halftime.
Hey, I didn't let that man suffer.
Look, I said, Mike, don't. I can't cuss on here right now, but I said, man, don't mess this up, bro. I'm at Disney right now. And Mike said, they're the 2-yard line. I said, hold up, Mike. You just said it was 50-something seconds left, and they got the ball at the 30. What you talking about? They at the 2-yard line. Man, look,
yeah, dog.
Tell them why you were at Disney. Tell them why you were at Disney.
Man, I was at my daughter's middle school. Her birthday was on October.
And what did I tell you? What did I tell you? You should have told your daughter to be born in a different month. You should have told your daughter to be born in September or January. You need to have a talk with her.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Man, look.
Nah,
I know the folks is like, what's wrong with this big black dude? Because, man, as soon as Mike told me we stopped him, bro, I was jumping around Disney. I was, man. But
yeah,
that was a good
and that was about the same time the fireworks started. I said, man, go watch the fireworks.
I watched the game from a wedding. Well, actually, it was a reception. I was best man at my cousin's wedding, and it was the Tennessee State. That was the Ponder and Jalen Jones. I think they were taking turns at quarterback that game.
Now I couldn't get.
As soon as the wedding was over, I pulled out the phone.
Every time I tried to watch the video of the game, it started buffering. It was just buffering and buffering.
You didn't need that, man. You didn't need that stress.
I couldn't need it. That's why I just called Mike up and said, man, look, I said, Mike, just let me know if they score. And Mike was on the phone with me when we had that goal line stop. Man, that was the best feeling in the world, bro. Best feeling in the world.
But now let's get back to it, man. Your thoughts on the season. Big ass.
I got to mirror Mike's thoughts on this. We are where I thought we would be at this juncture in the season. Now the pathway that we took to get here was a little bit of a challenge, and I think, but I think it was necessary for us to kind of take that pathway because growth for the younger players on the team, opportunity for exposure for them, but just also leaders stepping up and being leaders, man. You need some adversity to start the season, and you need something that's going to challenge you and that's going to force you to, kick it into the next gear. And I think that's what's happened. But I think we're right where we want to be and right where we need to be right now.
Grade the season, the first half. What grade would you give it?
B plus.
I was going to say the same thing. B plus.
Yeah,
B plus. Yeah.
The only thing that I'm slightly a little bit taken aback on is
wait. Hey, Corey, do you want him to save it?
Let him cook. Let him cook.
The only thing that I'm slightly I want to get better is special teams play. I thought by now we would have had a kick return for TD by now, either punt or kick return, and the kicking and punting, we've had some small issues there to kind of start the season. So that's the only reason why I would give us a B plus.
Mike.
Oh well, I was gonna say penalties. Penalties.
Yeah,
that's penalties for me.
Yeah, that's killing us. And I think we did a better job last week. We only had 4 penalties. They just came at the most critical points.
They were the worst. The worst. No penalty can come at the right time, with good timing. But those were the most poorly timed penalties I've ever seen. If we don't have 4, but they literally could have swung the game. Either one of them.
Oh yeah. I think there were 2 penalties that cost us 14 points, pretty much. So 7 for us and 7 for them. 14-point swing off of 2 penalties. And if you look at them, they were they're debatable penalties. But nonetheless, they were penalties. So we did a good job keeping that to a minimum. No false starts, no holding. Offensive line did a great job. So we may see some progress there. Kicking game. G Baby's in a bit of a funk now. So we gotta help him, get through that. So he needs to see his work through that, which I think he will, and we'll get back on track with that. But kicking game and penalties. That's I think that's what's keeping us from being A+ right now.
Yep.
With G Baby being in that funk, one thing that kind of flew under the radar. So I see some people talking about it, but a lot of people kind of missed this. That penalty at the end after we scored, where we
man, that dude came through in the clutch. Came through in the clutch.
He booted that thing, boy. So I made sure to show him some love after the game. That had to feel good.
No doubt.
So hopefully that was a confident boost. It's not a field goal, but he knows that he swung that game.
Yeah, he still got it in him. Yeah.
And look, let me say this. I thought that was a bogus call on him for that penalty.
That was on the punter.
Okay, well
the holding
Collins. Well, yeah, he's a punter, but he was holding. Yeah.
I thought that was bogus, man. I mean, the guy was only defending his player, which got stepped on while he was on the bottom of the pile on the field.
Did you see where he stepped on him?
Yeah, he stepped on when he hit him in his baby maker.
Yeah,
and I'm like, come on, bro, you can't do that. And I know the ref saw it. We saw it. Everybody
the same with the Muda penalty. The same with the Muda penalty. Yeah, but they got caught in the back. You know how it is, man. You get the person who retaliated.
But look, shout out to that holder for having his teammates back. I would never get mad at a player for having his teammates back.
Yeah. So
we keep going back to this Alabama State. We're trying to recap the season, and we keep going back to this one game. But that's a game to remember. It's hard to get away from it a week later. And then, if we had a game tomorrow, we would still be talking about the Alabama State game.
Yeah. It's gonna be fresh, and we got a whole bye week to kind of marinate on it. So it's still gonna sit with us for a minute there. But as far as the season goes, B+ penalties, kicking game. And those are two things that I think we can get shored up quite easily as the season progresses. So I'm pretty confident about where we're going with this.
What y'all say is the most pleasant surprise of the season?
You mean player or unit or
anything?
Okay. Okay. Not just going back to the Alabama State game, but
we can't escape. What we talking about? Years, man.
Yeah, I think I'll start with the depth at secondary because we had a couple of guys missing there, but Frankie Dunn stepped up and played really well that last game. If you go back and look at it,
he did.
Man, the kid was balling.
He did.
He was balling. Yeah,
Aristotle, I want to hear you give Frankie Dunn some props, man.
Yeah, when you talk about coverage, when you talk about containment, he was doing his thing, man. And I remember Ken mentioning that he said Frankie Dunn, he had a good camp. He had a really good camp. We were like, really? Wow.
Yeah, no, I did. I said that in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, that was you. Okay, yeah.
Well, maybe Ken, but I know I co-signed it as well.
Yeah.
He was having a good camp. He was making.
Yeah. Y'all were both in agreement on that. Yeah. Yeah, because that was just a name we weren't expecting to hear. So, that's been a pleasant surprise there. Oh yeah, boy on that defense line.
We should have got that pick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who you got, Shaq? Or what do you have for the most pleasant surprise? Is he muted?
He muted. I think you're on mute. Can't hear you.
He got that high tech setup over there. See, he got to keep it simple like us, man. We plug and play, man. He got amplifiers and EQs. Look at him.
Yeah, he got a whole producer.
He got a whole studio over there, man. You don't need all that. Look at him. Back to Best Buy. Take it back to Best Buy. Look at on live TV. This man on live TV. The most expensive setup in the swag.
Yeah. Nope. Nope. You want to come out and come back in?
What up, Story?
Story, what's good?
Look at him. Out of there. But I gotta go with, even though I called it, if you go back to our last live show, I called it Jamil Gardner, but he's still a pleasant surprise. A pleasant surprise, even though I said he was gonna step up and have a big season, man. Loving what I'm seeing Loving what I'm seeing out there.
Good season, great games, and he just makes some of the best catches, some of the best receptions in traffic. Whenever, like he is like a legit possession receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know the last time we had like a Chris Carter type. Anything over the middle, downfield, he coming down with it. So, real pleasant surprise there.
Somebody said Cam Silas. He's not a surprise to me. I was expecting this out of him, just based on the reaction from the coaching staff when they were recruiting him and when they signed him, and then looking at the film as well. So
You're looking at it from an inside perspective.
Yeah, from an inside perspective. Yeah. I kind of saw it. I expected it, rather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, man, that was beautiful. That catch was beautiful, man.
Oh man, shoot, yeah, that was a nice one. I don't know how he came up with that thing, but I saw Morgan delivered a dart. He just threw a dart to him.
Morgan, how many darts did Morgan deliver?
What's going on?
How many darts did he deliver? That's a better question.
Oh yeah, darts, dimes. He was on it, man. Yeah, he's on a 3-game tear. Yeah.
Yeah, I said it in the chat, man. I don't want to. I said we haven't really seen. I'll put it like this: we haven't really seen a 3-game stretch like this from a quarterback in a while.
Yeah,
I'll put it that way. Especially when you factor in what's at stake. Now, if you just look at, you've had quarterbacks who put up huge numbers over 3 games. Shador and the Kents and Casey. But I mean, if you factor that in with what's at stake, especially that Alabama State game, you factor in the rushing as well.
Yeah.
And then the record. Yeah.
Yep. Like,
and then that factor in that drive, that winning drive that basically, put us in the driver's seat for the SWAC championship.
Oh yeah. He came through there like the savvy veteran that he is. It's just like it was to me. It was like a Tom Brady moment. We got the ball back. I'm like, he's gonna go down there and make a play. He gonna get something.
Like, what was it even a thought? Was it even a question in your mind that we were going to especially if you look at the 4 minutes?
Whatsoever.
You look at the 4 minutes because that leaves you time to run the ball as well. If you had a minute and a half, you gotta throw it pretty much every time. But 4 minutes, you can actually run your offense and not be rushed.
Yeah.
So, with the way he was playing.
Because when he made that pass to Rembert, as soon as I saw him release the ball, I said we could have waited on that, because when he released it, like, I just knew it was gonna be a reception. I knew it was gonna be a touchdown. So in the ball midair, I'm thinking like, man, we probably should have ran the ball a little bit more.
Yeah.
Ran the clock down. Oh, touchdown, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Because I think that play was there whenever he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Who would you say has made the biggest jump? What player from last season to this season?
From last season to this season? I would say probably Ahmad Miller. As much as we didn't see him last season. We expected a lot from him going into this season, because we knew that he got hurt last year, and I thought he'd have a really good season. But for him to be averaging 6-7 yards a carry with as many attempts as he gets, I mean, I wasn't expecting that. I don't know if you were, but I wasn't expecting that.
Not the yards per carry. We always knew he was a real good back, especially when healthy.
Right.
We've seen it flashes. But
right.
We talked about on that last show. We talked about who would emerge from that running back room. Not even that. We talked about who has the potential to be more of your every down back. And I think we're in agreement that if you had to pick one guy to be just the every down back, not a specialist or not a third down or whatever the case may be, it was Ahmad. He's showing that.
Yep. And I mean, you can't give credit to him without giving it to the offensive line too. The big guys, they open up some huge lanes for him. He goes 3 or 4 yards before he even gets touched sometimes. So I think somebody mentioned Bam in the chat there. But yeah, you can go with the whole offensive line there. They've all made significant strides.
Dupree has made a big jump as well.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I was interested in seeing what he would do with Rembert in the fold, have another slot receiver, but I mean, he stepped up even more.
Yeah. I got to be honest, I didn't expect him to have as many touchdowns as he had, as many opportunities as he's had, but he's too good of a player to not implement into your game plan. So, if everybody's checking for, whether it's Rembert or any other receivers, Fortillion when he's out there, anybody. It's just Shamar Savage. Dupree, he just sitting there like, okay, y'all gonna leave me open? I bet. And he plays in the slot, and the average nickel, there's not a nickel in a SWAC that can match up with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be there all day, every day. Same thing with Rembert. But Rembert, he's garnering enough attention to where he's gonna have double coverage, or he's gonna have the team's best corner on him. But really, just pick your poison. And Dupree is just as capable, and he's proven it.
Yeah. Unsung hero. You have an unsung hero? They're being slept on still.
Being slept on now.
I gotta think about that one.
Left tackle, is it Barton?
You like Barton?
Yeah. I think like I've heard Ken and TD give him his props, but being an offensive lineman, it's a thankless position anyway. When you're doing, it's one of those positions when you're doing really well, nobody notices it, and he does such a great job of setting that edge and sealing. I've seen him, block down and climb. You really don't see that a whole lot at the college level, where a guy blocks this man, then climbs up to the linebackers, and he does it like a pro, man. And that's just one of the things that jumps out at me when I'm watching it. But the average person probably wouldn't even really notice that. You see the running back, make a play, but Barton he does an excellent job, man. I would say he's the unsung hero.
You back, man? You good? Let's see if we can hear you. Mic check 1 2. He must still be at Disney World. Yeah, that's it for Ivory, man. Unfortunately.
Yeah, last ride. Yeah,
that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's good that he's making most of it.
I think it's time on for what? Unsung hero? Tamon will be back.
Yeah, he's a junior on the field.
I mean, he has another year. I don't know what he is in the classroom, but on the field, yeah. So I guess on the field.
On the field, yeah.
On the field, I guess yeah. Got another year. We can't hear you, bro. This guy.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Oh, there he goes. Yep.
All right.
Man, we got it. We've been through like 10 topics, man. 10 questions since you left and came back.
So you asked me the question. You said, "What's my biggest surprise this year?" So 2 things. First, the play of Cam Salas at safety, and second, Quincy Ivory.
Quincy is a surprise. He told you what he was gonna do.
He did.
Yep.
But we called him out and we told him. No, I didn't believe him. I told him I was going to expect it of him. He showed up, man.
So why are you surprised?
Because it's one thing to say it, and it's another thing to do it on the field and duplicate and back up their behavior. And he backed it up, man. He backed it up. And I got to shout him out, man. He told us what he was going to do on the chat, and dog it, he doing it.
Yeah. Yep.
Is he going to get 10 sacks this season?
Yeah, he'll get it.
Mm-hmm. Based on the teams we got left on the schedule, yeah.
Especially based on the teams we got, not the player. We get the player. It's because of who we playing.
Well, I mean, the player has a lot to do with it.
You arrogant Jackson State fans, man.
The player has a lot to do with it. But, yeah. I mean, we arrogant. That's nothing new. That's why, that's why the coalition exists. We like the big bully or whatever. But I mean, you meet us in person, we just like to party and kick it and tailgate and have fun.
All right, what else did you miss, Shaq? We did the most pleasant surprise. I think we did. What player has made the biggest jump?
Oh,
from last season.
Player that has made the biggest jump since last year. Oh man. Biggest jump.
Y'all hit that like button while we're waiting on the big Aristotle. This is his thinking pose. His thinking position.
I gotta say the entire O-line, to be honest with you. I think that's by far the best O-line in HBCU football by a long shot.
I would agree.
Yeah. They've stepped up tremendously, and you can see the growth and development of all of them. And man, it's hard to beat them guys up front, man. They playing well.
When was the last time? Go ahead.
I was gonna say the game that opened my eyes to their true development was the game against USM.
Okay.
Yeah, it was USM.
Because that's what we were all waiting to see. What would it be like at the line of scrimmage? That's like the main thing we were focused on.
Main thing. And when I saw that we held our own in the line of scrimmage, and at times dominated the line of scrimmage, because we were getting about 5 to 6 yards of pop running the ball. But that opened my eyes to saying, yeah, these guys are for real. These guys are for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and as far as the biggest jump, another one we can say, honestly, we can say Jacoby Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at his decision making, his pocket presence. His pocket presence got a whole lot better. You look at his footwork. You can tell he's put in some work over the summer.
His timing, not holding on to the ball, knowing when to get rid of it, not taking sacks. I mean, obviously, a lot of it has to do with the O-line, but a lot of it is him as well, just knowing when to get rid of the ball, when to take off, when to stay in the pocket, just so poised. Confidence is there. And I just like how first couple games he was trying to figure it out. And then it's like, man, talk about flipping a switch. He flipped a switch 3 games ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I give him that.
Yeah.
I picked him to have about 3,000 yards this year.
Is he on pace for 3,000?
He's gonna get to 3.
I think
he's gonna get to 3.
I'm not certain if he'll get to 3. I think if he had played against Tuskegee, it would be it'd be a better shot.
I feel like you run the ball too much for him to get to 3.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Yeah, running the ball. Shaq, unsung hero, player who's been slept on.
Can I say Jacobian?
I don't think he's being slept on. I don't think he's unsung hero anymore because he's up offensive player of the year.
Yeah. Well, the only reason why is because there were a lot of not only just fans, but talking heads in social media who undervalued what he could possibly be this season for our team. Mm-hmm. But if I had to go with an unsung hero that is probably just flying under the radar right now, it's Jameel Gardner.
That was my pick.
Perfect time.
Yep. Jameel Gardner. I think he stepped up tremendously in filling the void with the absence of Swag T.O.
I forgot about Swag T.O.
Yeah, Swag T.O. And he stepped up tremendous. Got to pick his head up from that fumble that we had in the Bama State game. But
he will. One thing about him, he's
going to bounce back.
He's very level-headed. His emotions don't go up or down. Like when he has a 100-yard game, his demeanor is the same after a game where he didn't get in. Because I remember it was a game at the vet. I forgot who we played, but he didn't even get in. And after the game, we were kind of trying to pick him up or whatever. And he's like, "Oh no, I'm good." Like he just looked at us like, "I'm good." Right? Like, okay, let's move on to the next player that we need to pick up. But the same demeanor when he after a big game. So
it's very rare that you see that in a young receiver especially. Yeah. Those guys, they tend not to think rationally sometimes.
Biggest concern so far this season?
Penalties. Being disciplined with the penalties.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, I think that's unanimous.
Yeah.
And some of it is just growth and maturation as they're starting to, build more chemistry throughout the season. But just some of it is also, I hate to say it, guys, but I gotta say it. Some of it is just the poor refereeing that exists in the SWAC. It's so inconsistent. It's really inconsistent.
I think if you took away the bad calls, our penalties would still be unacceptable, though.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Other than maybe this last game, because we only had 4, and how many of those were bogus? At least 2 of them.
At least.
Yeah.
So we had close to a penalty-free game. So we'll see what we do going forward. But before that, when we were in the double digits, some of them were bad calls, but that was an undisciplined team. You talk about false starts and things like that.
Yeah. The false starts, that's definitely not on the refs.
That's on us.
Yeah. The holding calls, like really, you can call a holding call on any.
That's
play,
a judgment call.
I mean,
That's
if you're going, I mean, you know, if the refs don't treat us like that, then of course they're going to call holding, you know, when they can. So we've had a lot of, you know, I wouldn't say bogus holding calls, but some of them, it was very debatable. And then and some of it just been, you know, mistakes on our own. We wiped a lot of touchdowns off the board just from, you know, doing things that have no impact on the play itself. And that's just discipline. But like you said, as far as last game, we've seen it get better. So we can't rail on the guys too much when we have seen some sort of progress. But where we are right now, I mean, we're still the most penalized team in the SWAC. So, so it's definitely a concern. Corey, you think about the same thing? The biggest concern?
Oh yeah, for me it's penalties. That's my only concern, really. It's my only concern, really. Yeah. If you had to add one piece to this team, what would it be?
One piece.
One piece.
I think it's already there, but you know, because of injuries, you know, another tight end. Like
Yeah, because really we're just playing Jency for the most part.
Right. Yeah, so I would like to see another tight end and get into the mix.
Yeah, good thing Jency,
12 personnel.
He's back when he's back. Good thing he came back. It's just a nick of time being healthy.
Who, Landy?
No, Jency. No, I'm saying
Jency.
Yeah, perfect timing as far as him being back.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. A tight end is a critical part of what we do. So glad to have him back and healthy. Then, you know, and a lot of times with an injury like that, it takes a long time to come back from that. But he seems to recover pretty well. So good for him. Yeah, keep up the good work.
So for me,
spoke volume. They're trying to say.
I mean, as far as like
pretty much have everything. I guess it's what they're trying to say.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I would,
if you want to be greedy, yeah.
I would add another linebacker. Linebacker / like safety hybrid. Yep.
Yeah.
A big body back. Yeah, a big body back there in coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
But it's hard to nitpick about this team though, man. Because there's so many other pieces on the team that are stepping up, you know, behind the scenes, and stuff that's probably going on, you know, unbeknownst to all of us. But I like the chemistry and the cohesiveness that this team is building right now. That game, and I hate going back to this Bama State game, but that game, that's a growth game.
It was the last game, so you can help but go back.
I mean, can you imagine like the emotions going on back in the locker room when they pull that thing out? I mean, that's going to bring the team together even more.
Oh, I was there. Trust me. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. I was in the locker room with
it. Yeah, that's really going. That's probably that game was probably just like last year's game against Grambling was a defining moment for that team to kind of really catapult them into being who they were. I think this game against Bama State is the same thing.
Yeah, it's just always gonna be a lot of emotion surrounding that game, and it was, you know, that was part of the revenge tour. You know, they beat us at homecoming last year, so
you mean year before last?
We had to get our lick back. So,
yeah.
Then we move on to next week, another revenge game.
I asked about the most pleasant surprise. I have one, and it's another category, but it may be the most pleasant surprise for me. But I want to talk about this. The offensive play calling in the past, at least in the past couple of weeks, but definitely last week.
Right.
Hey, the team was in their bag, bro. They was in the bag.
They cooking. They
was in a bag. Man, it looked so sexy too.
And then every time I go back and rewatch it, I see something else. Like I have to almost put it in slow motion. Like, man, what is this?
Yeah, I formations, double
Man,
tight
they
ends.
brought in my I formation.
Yeah, man.
I've been asking for that. You can go 4 or 5 years back on the chat. Like, man, we just need this I formation, offset I. It's just something about that, man. From we used to run it in the 80s. With Night Train. All those guys, man. Yeah.
It's a versatile look, man, and everybody's going to this spread offense, but when you can go to offenses like that, and it becomes unpredictable because you don't know if you pass into the back out the backfield, you don't know if you're going to option, quick slants, comebacks. I mean, you can do so much out of that formation.
Yeah, well,
it's hard to game plan for too.
You got to have 2 running backs that'll scare somebody, and most teams don't have that. Yeah, that flea flicker. Yeah, I wish we would have pointed out against Southern Miss.
But you know what? The way Southern Miss's coverage, the way they were playing, I don't. If we play Southern Miss, we don't get that pass interference call we got against Bama State. They don't give us that call.
Yeah, somebody was talking about it was Vic who always back in the day would always say 1 week later. Have we played this team 1 week later? Yeah, people used to make fun of it. But if we played Southern Miss, not a week later, but if we played Southern Miss tomorrow, I think it would be
a different story.
Yep.
It definitely be a different story. Jacoby playing at the high level. I think it can be anybody's game, but they just caught us at a point where we were trying to, we were still trying to gel and get our feet up under us, and we still had a lot of new personnel. Everybody's trying to figure out, their role and where they fit in, trying to figure out the identity of the offense, the identity of the defense. So it's just hard to play those games early in the year like that. So I think had we played them a little bit later, it might have had better outcomes for us. But at the end of the day, it's just hard to beat an FBS school. And I'm looking at Southern Miss play throughout the year, and they're not pushovers.
No, that's a good team.
They're pretty decent. They're a pretty decent team. So, I've seen them beat teams, worse than they beat us.
Yeah. Same with ULM last year. It was the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing we talked about when you fell out, Shaq, we had started talking about Ahmad in that running back room. Let's just talk about the shakeout, the running back room shakeout overall. Because going into the season, we talked about the depth and having 8 guys and trying to figure out who would emerge. It looks like they've settled with 3 guys, Ahmad, Travis, and Denario. So what do you think about how that running back room is playing out?
3-headed monster, man. That's a 3-headed monster. And I like the rotation and the amount of carries that everybody is getting. I think we can probably maybe drop. I think there's room, especially going into the second half of the season, to introduce another back, and that's Matthews.
So you want Jacoby to get 3,000 yards, and you want to add another back to the rotation.
Look, man, I want the only reason why I want the next back in rotation is to open up the offense even more, because Matthews is playing like it's going to be a default, like a short yardage fullback type guy. And when you can introduce him into the offense as an option, now the defense has to really plan for something else that they haven't planned for already. So teams are going to be looking at a lot of film on us. And I think this last game, we've given some teams a lot to think about, because we didn't play this offense the first 2 or 3 games of the season. This was a new wrinkle that we put in for the offense. And man, it looks so pretty. So now teams got 2 different JSUs they got to plan for. And knowing TC and that staff, they got even more. They even got more wrinkles that they're probably going to introduce as the season progresses.
Yeah, I think it shaked out just the way I imagined it. I remember during our preseason edition early in the summer, I talked about Denario Davenport and just my excitement for him joining the program and what I thought he could meet to this offense. And he's been just that. And Ahmad Miller, of course, we knew he was an all-around back. We knew he would find his way to the rotation in some form or fashion. Travis Terrell, we knew they had plans for him. We'd like to see him go outside more, less, in between the tackles. But we knew they had plans for him, and he'd be a part of the rotation. So I think it's good to, keep that 3-back rotation there. Sometimes you don't want too many cooks in the kitchen, which I really do hate that for, like Keenan Christian and Nate Blunt, guys like that.
Nate Blunt, yeah. I know he's itching, man. He's itching to get his time.
Yeah. And I think his time will come.
It is.
But, I think we just, got to keep that 3-man rotation. Amar Matthews was a good mix-up when you're talking about, he's our goal line guy. Our tush-push running back. Whenever we need that short yardage, he's going to get it. So that's kind of his niche in his offense. And everybody has their niche. So it shaked out perfectly. But, again, my only regret is that, everybody it's not enough for everybody to share within that rotation. But I think the other guys definitely going to get the opportunities at some point there. So, and like I said in the chat, we don't have backups. We have guys who haven't gotten an opportunity to get on the field yet. You know what I mean? And once they get the opportunity, they're gonna make the most of it.
Look, second
Moultrie, another one. They mentioned him.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Shaq?
I said, but we're one of the top ranked running teams in FCS.
Number two behind. Well, HBCU football. Number 2 behind Delaware State. Man, Deshaun's over there. They're at 3-something per game, 300-something yards per game rushing.
Yeah.
That's
they play.
That'll come down this way. I mean, they're gonna come down to MEAC play though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but three is 3, man. I'm sorry.
What's that?
It'll come down, but 3 is 3. 300 yards rushing. That's impressive. Yeah, that's impressive.
I think the Delaware State and North Carolina Central played it tomorrow, don't they? Let me check. That ain't me yet. Oh yeah. They only have one game tomorrow. So yeah, it's the weekend after that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow I think Howard plays Tennessee State. Man,
for homecoming.
Don't get me started on the MEAC. You got 6 teams.
Talk about this interior D line. We talked about the pass rush. We talked about Quincy. I like the depth. We got about 6 guys on the interior D line.
Mm-hmm.
6 guys that can rotate in and out.
Yeah. And as you can see, going back to last game, you definitely need all of them. You need that rotation because that is, you're literally in the trenches. And so I'm not really myself. I'm not a big believer in defensive linemen getting more than 40 snaps in the game. Now, if you like the Jeremiah Williams, then you every down guy. You in there until you tell me, hey, look, I need to come out. I need to sub out. But for the most part, they had a rotation of guys getting between 30 and 35 snaps who are always going to be fresh and always ready to, make a tackle for a loss or, pressure the quarterback. So, you need really a good 6. In college football, it's pretty easy to do. You can't see it at the NFL level, obviously, because of like salary cap and stuff like that. But in college football, the best teams always have that.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that, man. I mean, with that rotation that we got, again, we were leading the SWAC in terms of rushing defense. So we're stopping the run. We're forcing teams to become a little bit more one-dimensional with passing. Those guys have stepped up. And, again, I hate going back to this last game, but going up against body, those interior guys, they got to body. It just wasn't. They just didn't bring them down, and on a couple of occasions, it was obvious holding, where they were pulling down and even tackling one of our players, but they were consistently getting to the quarterback, and the interior D line was making plays, man. So, but they've been doing it the whole season.
Yeah.
One guy who we didn't mention, well, actually 2 guys when we talked about the biggest leap, they're on that interior D line. Who am I talking about?
Tymon Wells?
Biggest leap from last season. Yeah, he's made a leap, but 2 guys have made an even bigger leap than him because he contributed last year. So I'll put him in the mix. Yeah, he's one, but there's 2 in particular that made just a huge leap from where they were last year on the interior D line. And they're gonna get it in the chat before y'all get it. It's only 6 guys. One of them wasn't here last year. You can rule Jeremiah out because he's Jeremiah.
Yeah.
We already said Tymon.
Yeah.
Don't leave a couple guys.
Yep. That's Bowie.
Come on up on the screen.
Yeah.
Come up on the screen, my goodness.
Yeah, Stanley Cooks. Yeah. He been doing his thing.
The boys been getting after it, man.
Yeah.
Of Corey, of those players, who is the player that you are most impressed with on the interior line?
Out of all 6 of them?
Yeah, all 6.
I mean, that's not fair. It's Jeremiah Williams.
But besides Jeremiah.
So, I mean, impressed in terms of their play. I look at it in two ways. Are we talking about impressed in terms of their just flat out play, or impressed with the strides that they made since last year? Because I would say, I gotta say Cook. I gotta say Stanley Cook, because he wasn't in the rotation last year. He was a guy who, we were wondering, was this going to be his year? I was thinking maybe be another developmental year, and then next year he'd have an opportunity when a couple guys leave.
Yeah.
Boyd contributed. He played here and there last year, but Cook came out of nowhere. We didn't know if he'd be in the rotation. So for me, definitely, and happy for him and proud of him, man. Definitely, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let me see who else.
I got one for you. Got a category for you.
Shoot.
MVPC. MVPC. Most valuable position coach. Who's been the MVPC this season?
Oh man.
I gotta go with Manny Ramirez. That old line.
All right. Okay.
Coaches, if y'all watching, we love all y'all. We love all y'all. So don't take it the wrong way. We just picking one guy.
I got bias. I got some biases. My bias is because I like trench play. I love trench play. So I'm going with Manny Ramirez.
Yeah. I get that. It is difficult on this level to find a steady, solid offensive line coach.
Yeah.
Very difficult. If you think back, as long as we've been following JSU football, like how many offensive line coaches it was just to a point to where we didn't want to see him leave. And it's not that many.
The last 2.
Yeah. You know who else I like? I like is it Coach Black that was on the Coach Comedy? Was it
Black? I remember him.
Black, yeah. I like him, yeah. Yeah, but I have to go back that far, and then going back further than that, I don't know.
The fact that you can't remember a whole lot of them is a telltale sign, right?
It's very difficult to find that. But other than Coach Manning, probably Coach Gallen. I like what he's doing with the running back room. I like he was able to settle on a rotation that really worked and got this offense going. So I would probably say that's probably the most one of the most impressive position coaches. But I could have went with Coach Marshall too.
It's really all of them. This is a tough one. I just wanted to see if you can pick one. You really can't pick one.
You can't. No. I don't know why you would do us like that, man. Yeah.
Because you mentioned Marshall third, but think about it. He's played without his top receiver for the last how many weeks?
Yep.
Hasn't missed a beat. You lose Isaiah Spencer, but you just keep at whether it's a Coleman Carl or you develop a Jamil Gardner. Like it really doesn't matter. It's almost like plug and play. He did it last year.
Yep.
He did it last year when you lose Rico, you lose Fabo, you lose all these guys, and he brings in a Fortillion who was supposed to develop last year. He brings in all these guys just out of nowhere. So can't take nothing away from what he's doing. We haven't mentioned Javancy. I mean, indispensable. Who we don't talk about much? We don't mention Justin Sanders' name. And it's a good thing. That's because the linebackers are producing. We went into this season questioning. We went into this season saying, hey, we're going to need one of these freshmen to step up at linebacker because we're not that deep. But then you see Corey Hargan come out of nowhere and step up. So when Ashton is out or Reed is taking a break, you don't miss a beat. So he's doing a great job. Yeah, I mean, really all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just this has probably been one of the best collection of coaches that I've seen, ever. In my lifetime following GSU sports the last 30 plus years.
No, shout out to TC. I've talked about it in the chat. I really hadn't said it publicly, but TC's conversion rate on coaching hires is probably about 90%. His hit rate, and what I mean by is making the right hire, because you can miss on a lot of coaches, but TC hasn't really missed. He's missed on a couple of them. You could argue, but for the most part, not only is he not missing, they're coming to get our coaches after a year.
Oh yeah.
They're coming to get our coaches after a year, and not just SWAC schools. Like, look how many of them have gone up.
NFL,
right? FBS, NFL. So yeah, he's hitting. He's hitting on the recruiting trail and on the coaching hire. Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting once the season's over to see, which coaches, get elevated, so to speak. They're going to get calls from other programs. Coach Rip doing an excellent job. I mean, other teams are going to notice.
Well, I'll say this. I won't say too much, but it is what it is. They've always been getting calls. They're already getting calls. Our coaches are turning down a lot of offers. They are. They have turned down a lot of offers, and for more money in at bigger schools. So that's kind of as far as I'll take it. Eventually somebody will come get them, but for the most part, they love being here. They love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to Coach Beef too. We want to put it.
That's another one. Yeah. Yeah. Now that's definitely an MVPC right there.
Oh yeah. You see it year after year.
Yeah. Was that the 61-58 game story? Is that the Alabama State game you're talking about? Or was that your junior year? I'm getting it mixed up.
Well, for me, that was my
story. I'm talking story in the chat.
Story.
Yeah. Was that the 61-58 game?
Was that the game that Story had like he had some sprain or broken fingers in that game?
Nah, he played because the last play of the game went to him.
Yeah, I remember.
Last play, yeah.
I remember the last play of the game. Yep. Yeah. It was like a 20-yard pass that they threw, that Kent threw.
I have it somewhere, Story, and that's on VHS. I have to find it.
Man, I was so infuriated. I was so mad about that game, and I was so mad about that. I could never get that loss out.
Yeah. I remember y'all fussing and cussing in the honors dorm there.
Yeah, we've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it. It's all over the internet.
Yeah. I
mean, we can talk all day. It is what it is. It's not going to change anytime soon.
No.
But the champion is going to the Celebration Bowl, so we can just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, Story, did you drop it? What happened? Because I'll be honest, man. I'm not gonna say you dropped it. I'm not gonna go there. That was a tough one. Let us know. Did you drop it? What happened?
I don't know. It was ruled a fumble, right?
Nah, it was ruled
an incomplete pass.
Oh,
no, he definitely didn't. He definitely didn't drop it. He didn't drop it. The question is, could he have caught it though? So tell us the true story right now. We got it on record.
Yeah. See, I had a bad vantage point because I was in the horseshoe, and the play it was happening on the opposite side of the field, and I saw it what looked like a catch, and I saw the ball leave, and I was like, man.
I saw his hands up like this. I saw him.
I watched that play. It was so long ago, man. I watched that play over and over. You did not drop it. You did not drop it, but I think it was. You just couldn't get your hands on it.
It was a bang bang play.
Yeah, you could have caught it, but it wasn't a play that you were like, oh man, he dropped it. It was one of those plays where he could have got it, but he just didn't come down with it. Yeah, a 50-50 ball. But I mean, that game wasn't your fault though. I mean, it just came down to the last play. Yeah, you didn't drop it, bro.
That game came down to stopping Darnell Kennedy, man.
25 years later, Jackson State, Alabama State comes down to the last play. Yep. Similar fashion. I want to talk about Jacobian. I want to talk about a signature moment.
Man,
he's had two, because you could obviously the Celebration Bowl doesn't get much bigger than that as far as the signature moment and being the offensive MVP, but that last drive. So first, I wanted you guys to just think back to some quarterbacks in Jackson State history. Let's do the past 25 years. We can go back to signature moment. So I'll say a name. And when we say signature moment, it's that moment that when you mention a name, you immediately think about it. It stands out, and you can replay it in your head. You can just see the whole play or the whole game unfold, right? Mm-hmm. So Casey Terrio, when we talk about a signature moment, what is it?
Southern game.
Right? You see how you said it at the same time?
Yep.
Jimmy Oliver, signature moment.
Swag championship game.
And you know the play that I'm talking about too, right?
Yep.
When you
So you have the play.
The
scrambling play.
Yeah.
So you can have a signature game, like Jacobian's Celebration Bowl is probably a signature game, and then you have a signature moment like that drive, or really the pass to remember, right? With Jimmy, signature moment, obviously. What about this one? Might be a little bit tougher. What about Kent?
Tennessee State game.
What game was that?
I wouldn't call that a signature moment.
Tennessee State game.
I wouldn't call it a signature moment.
I mean,
what would you call it?
I think it was just the
Would you call it that Southern game in the Dome?
Southern game, because when I think of Kent, I see him dancing in the Superdome. I see him dancing in the Superdome. I see the score flash, and I see us beating Southern. I see the crowd going crazy. I see the band. What did they play like 6 times in a row? Rock the house 6 times in a row. In the Dome.
The only reason why I chose Tennessee State game is because of how many times we had lost to Tennessee State up to that point, and he comes in as a redshirt freshman, and he wins that game.
I get it, but when you think of Robert Kent, can you picture that game? Can you picture it in your mind right now? Can you picture? Like I can picture, like I can see that Southern game being replayed. And maybe because it was on BET. Well, both of them was on BET.
Yeah. I mean, you see Kent and Tanaka, popping the collar.
Yeah, that's what I see. Yeah. I see him dancing, and maybe because he was dancing, but he was dancing for a reason because that was his signature game.
Oh yeah.
All right. What about this one? Shador, signature moment.
Ooh. Southern game, 2021.
Southern game.
Malachi Wideman.
Southern game.
Malachi Wideman, right?
Yep.
And the pass right before that. Who was it? Right before that to Corbin? Was it Corbin?
Yep, it was Corbin.
On the road.
Yep.
Right on the sideline. Yep.
True story said, was Casey really that cold? Was he that cold? Man, was he that cold?
Yeah, Terrio, he was that dude now.
He was that cold. Yeah. He was that cold.
Yeah.
He was that cold.
Yeah, you're talking about like, family neglect, stuff like that, in lieu of attending GSU games. I left my firstborn baby shower. Man, we were in Jackson, we moved to Florida. We lived in Florida at the time, but we had a baby shower in Jackson. I'm like, all right, I'm hollering to you. I'm going to just Delta State game.
Not knowing what you were about to see. Now, this was Delta State.
Yeah. This is versus Delta State. So I walked in the stadium, and I didn't expect much about Terrio. I'm like, they said, come what you got this dude or whatever. I walked in there, and I saw him throw a pass on the rope to Renty Rollins. I was like, whoa, okay, we got one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going
back to
Terrio was that deal.
Going back to the signature moment, I mean, we can go down the list. I mean, we can go back further than that. Sean Gregory at Southern.
Yeah.
For those who were around, that first half, man, just that was after the streak had ended. So I would say that was his signature game. But Jacobian, again, if you talk about those elite, and for me, the winning, obviously, but just when you mention a quarterback, something that instantly comes to your mind, a play or a game. Jacobian has entered that room.
Yeah.
Yes, too. I'm going to always see him at the end of that Celebration Bowl, right? That last kneel down and run into the crowd, right? I'm going to always remember that holding the trophy.
That Bama State. That dot against Bama State.
So he has 2 of them. He has 2 of them if you think about it.
Yeah. Yep.
General. And it's not over. It's not done. He still has 5 to 7 games left. I mean, if he wins another Celebration Bowl, he could have that. That's another signature moment.
Right.
So.
Yeah, if you do like a recap or a montage of like JSU football throughout the years, you're gonna have the the Currys, you're gonna have the Walter Paytons in there, and you're gonna have that pass from Jacobian to Rember. That's gonna be in there. It's just that significant, and with the crowd behind it, 44,000 folks going crazy. It's a signature play.
And what adds to it, even though you won't be able to see that on film, if you know it, you know it. But if somebody was watching it and they don't know the backstory, they won't know this. He called that play. He asked for that play. That makes it even more special.
Yeah,
And even
that's why I'm glad that that Coach TC, mentioned that during the
in
press
several
conference.
interviews, he made
Yeah.
sure that he mentioned that. I know in at least 3
Right.
different interviews.
Yeah. So that's for the scouts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
okay.
know, when the scouts come looking at it, they can be like, hey, what did you see? Your coach said, you called this play. So what did you see before that led up to this? That's for the scouts, man.
And we had this debate, and I'll be interested in hearing from the audience, hearing from the chat. What do you guys think? We asked this question in the Tiger Talk chat. In recent memory, what SWAC quarterback or even what HBCU quarterback think could have made that throw that Jacoby made to Rembert?
Well, you already know what I said. I gave 2 players. Well, actually,
we did what in recent memory. So okay, go ahead.
Recent memory. So I'll add 3. I put Casey Terrio on there. I put Kincaid on there, and I would probably add Bruce Eugene on there.
Well, Shedeur Sanders could have made the throw. Like, come on.
Well, obviously Shedeur, but
I said Glass.
Yeah.
I said Glass. Yeah. I said Glass.
Glass could have made that throw for sure.
Yeah.
Now somebody debated whether Kincaid could have made that throw.
Yeah. What's the man from Alabama State?
Tavares Jackson?
Tavares Jackson, yeah. I think Jackson could have made that throw.
Somebody said Felix could have made the throw.
Oh, yeah. So, somebody did say Felix.
I was on the fence.
I'm on the fence with that one.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm on the fence with that one. But what makes
he was a good passer. Felix was a good passer.
What makes this impressive?
What is Avis? What is Get Ready crying about? What now, man? He said Steve McNair. We said recent memory.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely Steve. Yeah.
Cuban's showing his age. You're showing your age, Cuban. We know Steve McNair could have made the throw. Yeah. No, even if we went back to 1950, we know Steve McNair could have made the throw. Like that goes without saying.
Yeah, definitely McNair. Yeah. I think that's Steve McNair is crazy because he's like the one player that if you say, hey, who's the best player to come through the SWAC, like JSU folks don't give no pushback on that. We'll all concede Steve McNair, no doubt.
So this is what Get Ready was talking about. He said Kincaid could have made the throw. So when we were in the chat and somebody said Kincaid, I'd say I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if Kincaid could have made the throw.
I didn't think he was that accurate of a passer myself.
Great player. I'm not taking it away.
Good
we're talking
player,
about that throw.
Yeah, that throw, nah.
Who you got? High roller 69. Who could have made the throw? Give me all the SWAC quarterbacks in recent memory who would have made that throw. No, we're talking all SWAC quarterbacks.
Oh, beyond JSU QBs.
We're talking all quarterbacks. Avis didn't think Kincaid could make it. Who you got, man? I want to hear from you. All right, we'll wait on. Signature play. Well, hold up. We got a couple more comments before we move on.
Right, you know what could have made that throw too? Quincy Richard, Southern. He could have made that throw.
Man, don't bring up memories of him, man. Don't do that.
The only reason I bring him up because Southern is struggling right now. That's the only reason.
Man, I don't care. Just let them struggle. See, I have a vision, a picture of them struggling right now. And then you just killed all that. Good, man, you just brought back.
Wow,
wow, man. King had me rolling last week. He said struggle.
Oh man,
I just see him nickel and diming us right now, man.
Enough about them. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
It would have been hard for who to do? TJ, who you talking about? Felix? Somebody said Felix couldn't do it.
I don't think Felix could have done it.
I'm waiting on High Roller 69. We're not moving on. He said it's coming. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. You're typing too slow. Pratt. Never bet against my boy Pratt. I think Mark Washington could have made that throw, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just standing in the pocket, making the throw.
Yeah.
I think Mark Washington would have made that throw.
Yeah. Mark. Yeah.
All right, we're about to move on, man. You're taking too long.
Yeah.
Signature play, signature moment.
Mm-hmm.
Ashton Taylor got 2 signature moments in the past 365 days against the same team.
I told you, man, the Walker Ray can. You be swatting them Hornets.
Sean Gregory could have made that throw. That's why we said in recent memory.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll come back to you, man. Just let us know. We'll be on here for a while. But when you're ready, I'll bring it up. I'll bring the comment up. Yeah, Ashton Taylor, though, man. Which raid play is the most memorable or the biggest out of the 2 that he made?
Oh, the last one.
Y'all going back to the 50s, man. Yeah, we Chatty Boy could have made the throw. We just said recent memory.
The 80s, man. God, dog. Yeah.
But yeah, the last play.
Hey, we about to fight now. Mark would have made that throw. Anyway, Ashton, which play?
The most recent, Bama State.
Yeah, that was going. How many times have y'all watched that play? How many times do you think you rewatched that play?
I can't count.
How many different angles have you watched it from?
Times?
I can't count.
That's it.
I watched it 6 times.
Wow.
I can't.
I don't know.
I can't count it.
If you include like the clips from social media, probably about 30, 35, 40.
I can't count, man. I've seen that play from every single angle, man. I've seen it from the sideline. I've seen it from the back end zone. I've seen it from the TV angle.
Yeah, everybody recorded it with their phone and uploaded it to YouTube or social media. I watched it.
Hey, you know what my favorite part of that play is? When a Bama State player is on his knees and he just drops the ball.
Hey, no, we know Boyd, we know Gregor, we know all those guys. We just had to cut it off at some point, man. You know, it's all
look.
We just have to cut it off at some point. We know the JSU legends can make. We talking about Sean Gregory going into the SWAC Hall of Fame. Yeah. We know that man can make that throw. How many championships did Shannon Boyd win? We know he can make that throw. So that's not even the question. We talk about recent memory. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
But nah, man, seeing that player is like spear leave his body, man. And that was lovely.
That man, he was in an RB video. All he needed was rain pouring down on him.
Look, like he was in a New Edition video, man. Just sit on the side. Oh man, but that was the highlight, man.
Yeah.
Because you got to. That's all of us, man. Trust us.
Oh yeah,
we all the same, man. We all the same. Yeah. We go back. We've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah. You know, you got the SWAC hours up.
Roy Curry could have made that throw. We'll go all the way back.
Yeah.
Man. 2014 versus 2015. Let's do it. I know it's so first of all. Okay, hold on.
Okay, so
hold that thought.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do this. He said that's it.
Shador,
about Kennedy. We didn't mention Kennedy.
Mr. Ineligible.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you're saying those 3 plus Jacoby, and the only quarterbacks in the past. Kennedy was there. So that's 25 years.
Kennedy
only 4 quarterbacks in the past 25 years in the SWAC could have made that throw. Is that what you're saying? High roller 69. 3 plus Jacoby and Morgan. And 3 of them went to Jackson State. So that's bias right there. I'm just gonna call you out. That's a little bias. You're saying 3 out of the 4 went to Jackson State. Defend yourself, sir. All right.
Is he coming on? Is he coming on the show?
No, I've been trying to get him come. I've been trying to get him to come on before we came on.
Yeah.
Before there was a podcast. Hey, but shout out to but before we move on, shout out though, man. He did inspire the concept that became the Lynch Street Live Lounge.
Okay.
We talked about High Roller 69, Get Ready, 80s.
Yeah.
So he made a comment about Dixon Hall on our last live show. And he started, talking about Dixon Hall. And my mind just went to wonder and saying, you know what, we can come on here and tell some old stories. And that has evolved into the Lynch Street Live Lounge. So before we get to that last question I asked, it might be, man, what you were on 2 episodes. We've had 2, you were on both of them. So your thoughts on the Lynch Street Live Lounge and where we can take it.
You mean just as far as where it is now, where it can go to?
Yeah, just the concept and how it's going so far.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. It's just I think it gives Jacksonians an opportunity to just tell their story. Yeah, I mean, in the last episode we talked about homecoming. We brought in people who, talk about what homecoming meant to them, and it's just a platform for all of us, man. And that's what Tiger Talk TV is really all about. So the Lynch Street Live Lounge just takes us to another level where you don't have to be talking about football or basketball or what's going on in sports. It's just you. It celebrates you as a Jacksonian. So that show is dedicated to all of us. That's DI love.
Yeah, no doubt. So shout out Avis, man, for inspiring that. And then you guys in the comments, man, if y'all have any ideas of shows, topics, ideas for the Lynch Street Live, we can take it anywhere, man. Not sports, anything outside of sports. Serious topics, fun topics.
Hey,
just bring it to the live lounge.
The next show needs to be Tales from the Honors Dorm.
That's just the two of y'all fussing all night.
Yeah, I have to sit that one out. I got some pictures too, but I don't think we need to do that.
Yeah, rest in peace to the Honors Dorm.
So wait on Mr. Get Ready to let us know. Is that it? Three quarterbacks from Jackson State.
Yeah.
3 quarterbacks from Jackson State and Darnell Kennedy in the past 25 years who can make that throw. I think that's a little biased. So
you stand on business. That's it. Yeah.
We'll see. All right, 24 team versus 25 team. Before you answer, 25 has to win a championship, and it's obviously we haven't gotten there yet. So if they don't win a championship, obviously 24. But based on where they are now in the trajectory of where we think they can go, which team?
I gotta say the 2025 team because unlike the 2024 team, you have guys who have not experienced a championship and they don't quite know their potential. The 2024 team, I don't think they quite realize their potential until much later in the season. But with the 2025 team, I think because they have that swag about themselves, the culture is instilled, the championship solidifies everything, and they want that feeling again, so they're even hungrier. And I think Coach Taylor has done a great job of helping them manage their emotions and manage their just not really keep them humble, but just keep them even keeled to where they're just focused on the assignment and focused on the next game. They have a next game approach as opposed to looking ahead. So I think the 2025 team is better in terms of their trajectory, just for that reason, because they realize what they're capable of. And I don't think the 2024 team, realized that at this stage in the season.
That's right.
DJ, we can't jinx the team. We just three guys on here talking football. Just hanging out on a Friday night. We can't jinx the team. Trust me. This has no effect on what they go and do.
We talked about the caliber of the players. We talked about the caliber of the coaches. Trust me, there's just three middle-aged men talking about Jackson State.
Well, I'm not quite middle-aged yet, but y'all.
I gotta agree with Mike. I'm going with the 2025 team, and the only reason, the primary reason that I'm going with them is, being at Jackson State, you always gonna have a target on your back, but when you are the HBCU national champion, you got a bigger target on your back. And the fact that everybody is giving us a best shot, and we knew that coming into this season, and for them to be able to respond the way that they have with the pressure already on them for execution and the pressure on being better than that 2024 team, I got to give it up for 2025. They got more pressure on them than the 2024 team did.
That's a good point because when you think about it during the summer, Southern called us out. They said we want JSU. Alabama State, they were talking about us, weeks before they had other games to play. They were still, talking about coming and running our homecoming. We're like, dude, it's week 2. Come on, man, chill out. But I mean, having a target on your back, that's really nothing new for JSU. But the fact that you did have people calling for us in the summertime, I think, you're probably right. It's probably even more of a just even at a larger level now.
Yeah, it's a bigger challenge. It's a bigger challenge this season.
I'll give you another reason why, and I'm not saying 24 is better, but another advantage that they have or something that gives them the edge is the coaching staff, because everyone's a year wiser, a year better. Coach Quinn, it was his first time being DC. He was so excited about. He's one of those guys who's getting some calls. You know, it is what it is. And one of his biggest reasons was I want to finish where I started. This will be my first time being coaching the same group or same position 2 years in a row. So he feels as though he's, grown as a defensive coordinator. TC Taylor, can we all agree he's grown as a coach? Talk about it was the second year head coach, but in year 3, I think he's just really, I think after that Grambling game, really, he just kind of took off as a head coach and hasn't looked back. But now going into the season, the confidence and just the learning curve that he's had, I think it's all just aligning for him. So I think the coaching staff overall is just a little bit better than it was last year as well.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. So it's safe to say that there's been significant growth between 24 and 2025, which is very hard to do coming off your championship team. So it's very difficult to be better than what you were last year. But is it safe to say that we've grown as a team and as a program?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Undoubtedly.
And then confidence as well. The confidence has grown. Once you've won it, that just takes your confidence to another level. And then the teams are coming after you, so you have to just be ready every single week. And that's one thing they do a good job of, not falling victim to the trap game or team, not playing down the team level, lesser team's level, at least for a full game. Because in years past, we've played down for a full game and just pulled it out in the end. But now I think a half is probably the most that we will play down to the level of the other. And it's not even playing down to the level of the other team. It's just a lot of times we'll make mistakes and things like that, and then we'll finally figure it out in the second half. So
separate.
Definitely.
Oh, that's a good
Do y'all
question
think
right
that we start to get a lot of good players from? I think we've always been doing that.
Yeah.
Winning,
we've done
players
it.
are attracted to winning.
Look at the wide receiver room. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Players are attracted to winning.
You'll definitely see a lot of that when when teams come to the vet or when we travel to other places and they see our fan base come with us. And other players, they'll want to be a part of that. Oh, no doubt.
I don't think we've had top 5 under TC. Have we? Top 5 FCS? I know we've had 1, 2 in HBCU football, but I don't know if we've been top 5 FCS.
Not that I can remember. Yeah.
Hold on, that's the wrong comment.
Not even some of those 90s teams.
That's the comment I was coming on. I know we've been close. Well, I'm not sure. I have to go back and look, but
top 5 FCS recruiting classes.
Did we have a top 5 this year?
I don't think so.
I don't think we did.
5.
Yeah.
I think top 10.
Yeah.
And 23 with the healthy Morgan. Who did we play? We played 23. That was this 25. We wouldn't have beat. Was that Texas State? Was that Texas State?
Texas State. Yeah.
We wouldn't have beat Texas State. Who was it? Was that the year we lost to FAMU? And
we lost to FAMU. We lost to Texas State.
I don't know if he would have made a difference in the first half of that FAMU game. I don't know.
We lost to Bama State.
Now Alabama State and Alcorn, because he didn't finish the Alcorn game.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel as though we would have won that game had he gone back in.
Yeah, Alabama State. We just had a lot of things that didn't go right for us.
I think that's the game that what's the name had like 3 fumbles that game, right? Or was it 2 or was it 3?
2. Seven McGee.
Yeah, 7 McGee.
Yep, and I think Jacoby had a fumble like in the red zone, or like he was trying to dive for the end zone, and I think he fumbled one.
And all the Alabama State players kept getting hurt.
Oh yeah, they did that. They fall down,
but they magically recovered after like 30 seconds. That's just,
they did it last year too. Yeah,
got to reference the ring ceremony. Yeah, man, that was some nice bling, man. That was some nice bling.
Oh yeah.
So imagine being the players on the team this year, seeing that, the ones who weren't on the team last year, man. So if you're watching that, I know that's motivating you.
Yeah.
Want to go get one.
Do you think Cam McCoy wears that in the locker room?
I wouldn't do it if I was him. I would probably I don't even know if I would even have that shipped to Baton Rouge. I'd probably have that shipped to the crib.
It'll never make it.
I had that shipped to my mama's house. Yeah.
I know, right?
That's what I do with that.
Yeah.
Imagine him showing it to the Bristol. Imagine him showing it to Imagine him showing it to Horatio. He never beat Jackson State. Man, you never beat Jackson State, Sean.
Oh,
So
man.
you see Isaiah Spencer winning, in his locker room.
I mean, yeah, he can do it. He can do it.
This supposed to ever gonna get to a ring.
I don't think he would do that. But I think that would be, at Virginia Tech, I think it would be cool to wear. I think he can get away with that.
Yeah.
Zach could wear it. Zach got hurt. He's out for the season.
Yeah,
he's playing well, man.
Season?
Well, that's what I was told.
Man,
that's what I was. I haven't seen it officially. I haven't seen it officially, but that's what I was told. Yeah. So it's a couple guys who can wear it, but I wouldn't do it at Southern, man.
No.
I remember I had a year or two after I graduated, I had a job offer in Baton Rouge. I turned it down. I said I got too many Jackson State decals on my navy blue truck, and I'm not taking them off. I'm not about to go live in Baton Rouge.
That's when it would have got vandalized. It would have got vandalized so fast.
Cars, keys,
I had
a
navy blue truck too. Jackson State, everything. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah. Shaq, let's see that shirt, man. See that shirt.
Oh yeah,
you got all, man.
Got the merch.
Man, the collective, man. The collective, man. Shout out to the KC 1400 collective, man. Y'all realize what we're witnessing right now, man. This is just unreal, unbelievable. I'm president of what they're doing, man.
Yeah.
I don't think they get enough credit.
Yep.
Yeah, mine just came in the mail about a week ago.
You all right, Mike?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
It's right here. Look.
Okay.
I'd had this thing 2 days.
That's it.
Okay. Mine downstairs in the cabinet right now.
Yep.
In the liquor cabinet.
Yeah. Yeah, I might get a sip of that later on.
But. Did you get 2 bottles?
Oh yeah. I got another one sitting up there behind me too.
Okay. Yeah. Did you get the vodka?
No, I haven't had a chance to get that yet. I think you got to go directly to Cathead Distillery.
Yeah, you do.
To get that. So I'll probably pick it up next time I'm in Jackson.
Yeah. But here it is, man. The latest post. Tiger Nation KC 1400 Collective is excited to sign 9 additional brand ambassadors. We will introduce individually next week. Your support is why we're able to do. We now have over 40 JSU student athlete partners signed in 2025. Thank you.
Wonderful thing, man.
Join today.
Man, and I've said this, man, like a couple times in the past on the show, man, your money is being put to good use. And I think we see it because last week I know they had an initiative to raise some funds. And I think Tiger Nation came through. And this announcement came a few days later. So if you're kind of putting the pieces together, I think it kind of self-explanatory. 9 players in the middle of the season, man. There's some schools who haven't signed 9 players to their collective in all year.
All year.
Wherever. We're doing it in the middle of the season. Players who deserve it too. Players who we want to retain next season, right? Players who are getting offers, maybe not offers, but who are being inquired about, I'll say.
They're getting
already, because the portal window is a 1 window now. It's in January. It's only 1 window. So schools are calling earlier now, because in the past they could get them later in the spring, but now they're already calling in the middle of the season. So we want to show these kids love, these student athletes, these young men love right now. Show them that we want them. We don't want to wait. So Ken and KT Dub and the collective, they're stepping up to the plate, making sure we have something in place to retain them. So I think that's huge. So I encourage everybody to do what you can to help out. And it's just kind of being a fly on the wall. It just kind of hearing some of their conversations before it's made public and their vision and their goals, man. It's just unbelievable. It's just unreal. That's why I said I'm president earlier, just the things that they're talking about doing, and I hope to see them do. So, man, we're in good shape with this NIL, in this NIL landscape, in this NIL world. Ken and those guys, they've gotten ahead of it. They're proactive instead of reactive. A lot of schools are reactive. They're trying to figure it out when it's never too late, but after the fact, when they're already losing players, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Ken and those guys, they're on top of it before that happens and having something in place. So he always said we need something to fight with. Mm-hmm. So shout out to you. And he always says that the collective, the KC, that's his initials, but the collective is about the people. That's why the word collective, like look up the word collective, it's about the people. It takes everybody. So shout out to him.
Yeah, and you see it's working. You know, look at the success we're having with football, and you're going to see that permeate through all sports throughout JSU. because we're not just signing football athletes. We're signing athletes from all different sports within the university. So, and so you're seeing the results over here. And we appreciate everybody that's, been given and everybody that's been a part of this. And we just want to continue to grow this because you see again, you're seeing the results here. So this is not something where, it's just, you're just throwing your money away. You see where it's going.
And that's also what's so special about it, not just football. A lot of schools are struggling to sign football, just student athletes in football, but the KC 1400 Collective is signing. I think there's probably somebody from every sport, maybe a sport that we're missing, but for the most part, I'll say the majority of the sports. Talking about track, you're talking about baseball, men's and women's basketball,
soccer, volleyball,
soccer.
Yep. And going back to Big Reese's question, he said, do you think other players, might see what we're doing over here and want to come be a part of that?
Yep.
The KC 1400 Collective is a big part of that. These kids see that, they follow each other on social media, and they see this brand, they see what's happening, and if they can, and if they want to be a part of it. So yeah, we what we have going on, you'll be surprised how many coaches and athletic directors throughout the SWAC, MEAC, FCS really admire what we're doing right here at JSU.
Yep.
And they talk about it. You see other head coaches talk about it. You see the SWAC commissioner. I don't know if y'all caught him. He was on an interview recently, and he didn't specifically say the KC 1400 Collective, but he was just talking about NIL, and he said he named a couple schools. I think Jackson State may have been the only school that he named.
I think he was
doing. Yeah, he said Jackson State is doing a really good job with NIL. That is 100% about the KC 1400 Collective, and he showed up to their event when he was in Jackson before our homecoming game. So that spoke volume. Obviously, A.D. Robinson was speaking at the event, but still for the SWAC commissioner to show up, that you're doing something right.
Yeah.
And that lets you know you're going in the right direction, man, because this thing is steady growing, it's steady building.
Man, they have some big plans. Plans. I can't be the one to share it. I'm ready for them to share it, go public with it, so I can talk about it. But they got some big things, big vision. Shout out to KT Dub though, man. Behind it, obviously Ken, but I want to give KT Dub some flowers, some love, because behind the scenes, man, because he never comes on the screen. You never see him on the screen. Talk about him coming on Tiger Talk. We got come on Tiger Talk, KT Dub. Come on Tiger Talk, man. But what he does behind the scenes as far as getting deals done, man.
So he's like Slim behind the scenes,
moving and grooving.
Yeah. Yeah, I give it to you. Mike, don't do that to me, man. I'm on live TV, man. Don't do that to me, Mike. I'm on live TV. Anyway, so moving on. Shout out to the KC 1400. Shout out to the KT 1400. That's an inside joke, y'all.
Yeah.
So do y'all think, next question, do y'all think did you see my face, Mike? Did you see my face?
I was just close to not saying it. It came out.
All right. Do y'all think that with more games being broadcast on ESPNU, SWAC TV, and HBCU Go, that it will affect our future ticket sales and attendance? Absolutely. The game being on. So it's a positive and it's a negative. It's a positive because it's more exposure. We're in hundreds of thousands of households across the country. So people who just can't make it to the game, then their kids and prospects who are watching. And even when we sign a player or we're recruiting a player and they're considering us, they can go back and find the game and rewatch it or watch it for the first time, right? So that's a huge, huge plus. You can't ask for anything better. You can't take that for granted. You can't replace that. But at the same time, there are people locally who can attend games who say, you know what, it's on TV. Why fight with the crowd? Why pay for a ticket? Why this? Why that? Why get back out? Some of them haven't gone back outside from COVID, or consistently just going back outside, right?
So what was the viewership for that game? The last game, Bama State.
I don't know. I don't even know where to get those numbers from.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, so that is definitely affecting ticket sale and attendance. But all in all, I think we'd rather. Well, I know we'd rather be on national TV than not. And when we say national TV, when we're on YouTube and all these platforms, technically that's still national TV, because if you're in Idaho, you can pull up HBCU Go or YouTube. So I think national TV nowadays. Like right now, this can be considered national TV because I know there's people watching.
Correct.
So somebody in the chat who's not local, who's not in Jackson, tell me where you're watching from right now.
Yeah.
Anybody, just comment and say I'm in such and such. I'm in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So technically, it is no different.
I'll give you a good example. I was at a game here in Florida, high school football game. You know, two predominantly white schools, and I hear a band play Big Ballin'. The band is playing Big Ballin'. Like, you know, where else would that come from? You know what I mean? So that's the kind of exposure you get from like a YouTube or national TV. So, but with everything, there's going to be opportunity costs. There's going to be trade-offs. So it's just, there's just, you know, the like I say, the price of success, so to speak.
Yeah. That Big Ballin'. So I hope everybody's locked in with Band Sisters with the Boom Band. They do a great job. And Bourne Foster, who's in the band in the Boom, he came on and he told the story of he was the person who created the that for the Boom, Big Ballin'. He bought the here we go again. He bought the big the big time. I'm sorry, y'all. This is an inside joke. Y'all just gotta be patient with We're gonna do a live lounge after next Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
we got to break. We got to come back to this.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. He bought the big timer CD with the Big Ballin' on it. He thought it would be a great song for the Boom. So he went in Carlton's room. Y'all know our boy Carlton at Jackson State with Sigma, right? Yeah, they hooked it up. They came up with it, and it's been. They started playing it, but it's just grown, and a lot of bands are playing it. And he's seeing some PWI bands playing it. You're seeing a high school band in Orlando playing it. But Bourne Foster created that, and he came on Tiger Talk, yeah. But he came on Band Sisters with the Boom and told the story. Same person who started Go Home, right? In the stands, playing for the Boom, and they were playing Gangsta B. All right, right, Gangsta B.
Yep.
You see what I did? Okay. I know y'all at the home watch like, what are they talking about?
2-1.
Anyway, they playing Gangsta B, and I don't know who it was against, but he just started saying "Go Home." He just started saying it, and the band started saying it, and pretty soon everybody in the stand started saying it. But it's just cool hearing those stories, man. Yeah, it's cool hearing those stories. Yep.
That's coming your first year.
Yeah, Go Home. We almost started doing it too quick last Saturday. We started doing it too soon. They had 50 seconds left.
Yeah,
that would have been awkward.
Oh yeah. But it wasn't.
We started playing it after the Jacoby and the Rimmer TD is what I'm saying.
Yeah. You can't leave body that much time. Yeah, and it just be completely comfortable.
Yeah. All right,
definitely.
What else? We got Vegas. Mike, you got your room?
Yeah.
You got the room. I know you going to Vegas, man.
Yeah.
Another get back game, man. What we got for Grambling?
I think we got a 50-piece waiting on them. For real.
They got that quarterback situation figured out?
Won't matter.
It won't matter.
I hate it. I caught the end of that game, and they had T set out there with half a leg. I'm like, come on now. That's I don't even know if that's not even reasonable, man. Why would you jeopardize that man future like that?
I picked that game as the game that I was most wanted on the schedule for this year because I wanted our lick back, man.
I think Grambling fans are going to show because I think they already bought the ticket. They were leading us for a while.
Yeah,
according to
for a while they were leading us in ticket sales.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and also they have a lot of fans. They have a lot of alumni on the West Coast as well. They don't just get to go to a lot of games. So that's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. They have a big following out west just because from Bayou Classic and everything. So they have a big alumni base in like Dallas and Houston, and Vegas is kind of right there for them. It's not that much of a trip there.
Then after the game, we got a big showdown in Vegas. After the game, we got a versus. We got No Limit Records versus Cash Money Records.
You gonna be in the show? You gonna be there?
I'm gonna be on stage with it. What you talking
Who
about?
you got your money on? Yep.
Nice.
Y'all know who I'm rocking with. Y'all know who I'm rocking with. Y'all already know who I'm rocking with.
You got the make them say,
I've been with the take since the honors dorm. I've been with the take since the honors dorm, baby. That's the honors dorm right there.
Oh yeah.
You know who I'm rocking with.
That's gonna be the second biggest. Well, that's probably gonna be the biggest matchup.
That's gonna be the biggest.
First one ain't gonna be much of a matchup. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I might have to pull up to that, man, and see what's going on in there.
Yeah, man, we got to do it. Got to do it.
Yep.
All right, y'all got anything else in the chat before we shut this one down? We just wanted to come back on, like we said. KC taking a break, so I want to give y'all a little something to do. Talk a little Jackson State football during the bye week, little bye week banter, as we like to call it. Anything else? Any other questions, comments before we shut this thing down? Anybody want to come up? Anybody got something to say? I'll drop the link. If not, we'll shut it down. Any final thoughts, Big Aristotle?
Man, look, shout out to the team, shout out to TC and the coaching staff, shout out to the fans. It goes without saying, but I think it's important for us to just acknowledge up front all the hard work that D Corsi is doing with Tiger Talk, and Ken and KT are doing with the collective, man. But a big ask of all of you guys as fans, if you're not a part of their collective or some type of giving opportunity towards the school, please sign up. As Corsi says all the time, it's all for the cause, man. So we are committed. We know what it's going to take. And if you can't utilize your funds, utilize your time and your talents for the university and for the school in general, man. But let's show up and let's continue to maintain our presence and keep this momentum going of trying to generate more exposure, more visibility for the school, and more opportunities for these players as well.
Yeah, hey, I second that, man. Yeah, hats off to D Corsi. Put out some great interviews recently. Deshaun Ruffin, go check that out.
Appreciate it.
Interview with Masonette and Cotton. Great interview. And so these guys working their tails off, man. And it's again, it all helps the cause. So this is for D I Love. And see everyone in Vegas.
Indeed.
Peace.
All right.
Go Tigers.
Later, fellas. Go Tigers. D I Love.
This is Travis A. Terrell Jr., and you're tuned in to Tiger Talk TV.
If you enjoy our content and appreciate what we do, kindly consider donating to the channel.
Stay on the